Wonder why it takes you so much time learning something and yet you still cannot master it as you want. Like you've been learning English for more than over 10 years now, but when it comes to having a conversation with other people in English, you still freak out, worrying about all the mistakes you're about to make. And at this moment, you start to find excuses for yourself like, I'm not really good at English, or English is not my thing, etc. But what if I tell you the reason why you feel at learning English is that your learning mode is off? Or what if I tell you anyone who wants to learn English can finally make their way through without relying so much on their talent? Would you be surprised? First off, let me just imitate the way you guys learn English. So you know you're not good at English, but you don't know exactly where you need to improve. So that's why you start to learn English by watching English teaching tutorials or simply memorizing vocabulary, thinking that it can help you achieve fluency in the end. And you work so hard. You will spend at least 30 minutes a day watching videos or memorizing vocabularies, hoping that everything you do will eventually pay off. However, as time goes by, you do watch more videos and memorize more vocabularies, but still, when it comes to having a conversation, you will find yourself trapped and you feel struggle to speak English fluently. Since you have put in the effort on a daily basis and you cannot get any positive feedback from what you do, so naturally you'll start casting doubt on yourself, thinking that you're not really good at learning English or English can never be your strong suit. Sounds familiar, right? This is passive learning, meaning that you only stay there waiting for other people to give you some advice on what you should do, but actually you have no idea where to start specifically, and you never reflect on yourself, and you never take any actions proactively. Actually, I think passive learning is destroying our potential, and there are three underlying problems with this approach. First, people using this learning method would never think they're ready because they think there are still many things they don't know, so they need to spend more time learning and polishing their skills even though they have already learned so much. This is one of the common misconceptions people have when asked to apply what they have learned. But in reality, what they fail to realize is that being ready is a goal that you can approach but can never fully reach. So no matter how long you have learned for something, there's still something you don't know. But for these people, they will think that they need to spend more time learning about this subject or skill. So that's why they would never think they're ready, and that's how they tell other people. So this is actually one common excuse to use when they need to show other people what they have learned, especially for those who learn things passively. Secondly, people who learn passively have no idea how much they have learned, as there is no measurement. So many people hold the idea that even though they have put in the effort, they still cannot say the progress they have made, which makes it easier for them to quit halfway through the process. It's like you want to learn how to play basketball online, but all you do is simply watch videos from scratch online. So you can watch videos really carefully, and sometimes you'll watch the same video over and over again to make sure that you get the hang of it. However, you never practice those moves that you're not familiar with. So you do watch many videos and you do put in the effort, but when it comes to an end, you will still find your basketball skills staying stagnant, which stress your self-confidence. Lastly, our brain will stay active when we solve actual problems. It's like, I don't know how to speak English, but I dare to speak English. So when I speak English, I will feel stuck. But when I feel stuck, I know exactly where I feel stuck and how to fix it. Let me just give you one example. Like, I don't know how to talk about sports in English, right? So that's my problem. And what I will do is that I will try my best to collect different sentence structures, lexical chunks, or expressions related to sports. And then I'll try my best to practice these expressions deliberately until to a point where I can talk about this topic pretty smoothly. So when I talk about sports, I just noticed that I still have some trouble talking about the benefits of sports. So what I will do about this question is that I will do the same thing one more time. I'll try to find collections, expressions, or sentence structure, and I will practice all of those things for myself. So gradually, I will be able to talk about sports and the benefits of the sports pretty smoothly. And I don't even need to think about Chinese when I'm talking because I have practiced these expressions multiple times. So that's what I'm talking about when we need to solve an actual problem, like I don't know how to speak English, I don't know how to talk about sports in English, our brain can stay active, which is actually helpful for us to improve our productivity, right? So for those people who learn things passively, they know they're not good at English, but they don't know how to improve their spoken English. And their overall productivity cannot be as high as these people who learn things proactively. So just stop telling yourself you're not talented enough. I think it's just because you haven't found the right approach. Once you do, it can really help you unlock your potential, and nothing will seem to be rock science in your eyes. I really hope you guys can try different approach until you find the one that fits you perfectly. So stop learning things passively. Let's all learn things